Beats Planet.
There's too many of them! You guys are so screwed now! Bring me Thanos!
How's my camera not plugged in? Oh, God. Let me plug my camera in. Boy, that shit get me on. I can't plug my camera in. Boy, oh boy, I was on Reddit last night. You know, Voch I just now became acclimated to Reddit. My bad. I just became acclimated to Reddit, right? And I find all kind of things there because I never was a Reddit guy in my life. You know, I never was that guy. Boy, I saw that shit on Reddit. I said, I'm about to blow this up. I'm about to make this explode. Shouts out to let me make sure I get my man's name right though. Make sure I get my man's name right though. Green Hornet 9 on the Cowboys subreddit. Oh Lord, I saw that shit. Ain't it accurate though? And it's funny because I was just on my offensive line film session, I was just making a reference to Infinity War. But I was talking about Joe Looney though. I was talking about how Connor did good versus Fletcher Cox. And then he started losing to Fletcher Cox. And then Joe Looney came in like Thor. Oh, the macro thoughts that I missed out on. Amari Cooper's Thor. Cooper's Thor. He just comes in and just sweep the whole thing clean. Boy, Reddit got a friend in me. But anyway, Doski Woski. The Peasky is free at this point. Voch Lombardi, what's cracking? Y'all know who I am. You're here. Salute to y'all for being here. Let me come show my chat box some love before I get this thing going. Let me see who's up in here. Pat's up in here. He's first. Salute to you for being first. Davis, Fear Rude, Nick, who? Mac Jones is in here. Jared Head. 92. What's up? Nick's up in here. VA's up in here. Casper's up in here. Miss Sheila. Juan Wick say, shit. Donovan. Vestinct. Vesterson. A Money. I saw Coach up in here. Bonnie. Ken. Matt. Professor. Cool. Steven Benzick, the GOAT. Man, Steven Benzick, you know, I remember once upon a time, Steven Benzick and I. It was a long, long time ago, Steven Benzick, if you're still listening. Steven Benzick and I, week one-ish, maybe before week 1. I forgot the live stream. I actually did it. We actually talked about this. But Steven Benzik was like, hey, man, it's going to be Cowboys Bears in the NFC Championship. And I was like, Steven Benzik, that's kind of wild, but I can see it. Steven, that's kind of wild, but I can see it. Steven Benzik. Oh, Steven Benzik, ain't it close? Ain't it close to that Bears Cowboys NFC finale, Steven Benzik? Ain't it close? Ain't it close? Ain't it close? Man, it's close. Double A 12 Master, shout out to Cowboys, ready for this. Yes, sir. What's happening? All right, cool. I've said my what's up, sis. What's happening, y'all? Anyway, Jazzy Jeff is up in here. What's up, Jazzy Jeff? So Wolf is up in here. What's happening, Wolf? So this is just me setting the plate for you know, what we're doing today. This isn't necessarily an all Cowboy stream, but it's a whatever you want to do stream, and if it happens to end up being Cowboys, then it ends up being Cowboys. Y'all know how we operate. You know, this is y'all's show. My name just on it. You know what I'm saying? So is that kind of thing if you want it to be. But just a general NFL show. Just general. I really want to talk about the playoffs, really want to talk about standings, you know, who's in, who's out. So you see playoff yeah or nay down there. Time I got a super chat. Shrimp Bayless says, wait, time out, Shrimp Bayless. Where my battle axe at? I can't find the battle axe. It don't matter. I wasn't ready. My bad. Salute to you, Shrimp Bayless. And he dropped a 5 in the super chat. And Dennis DeLeon. That's fancy. He dropped a deuce up in there. Salute. So I'm going to look at all of the divisions, kind of give my thoughts, ask y'all's thoughts, and we'll go from there. I don't think the Steelers going to make the playoffs. I even got up this little grid where it shows everybody's remaining schedule all in one place or whatnot, all nice and neat and shit. And I'm like, looking interesting for the Steelers there. There's been rumblings of Justin Herbert being undecided. At first, it was clear cut Justin Herbert was going back to Oregon. Well, I've said a lot of clear cut things until money is waved in my face, and then, you know, shit happens. So somebody may wave that number 1 overall pick bread in Justin's face, and he may come play ball. I don't know. But we're going to see how Justin Herbert affects the whole entire rest of the, or at least the early portion of the draft, at least how it affects the top 10. Plus, we can chat about I got 14 in the chat box. We can chat about week 15 NFL. If y'all want to call in and talk about whatever the hell team y'all want to call in and talk about, we can run that for the cardio. And maybe I'll even touch on Chiefs charges if I feel like it at some point. But yes, that is the plate. It's set for you. Okay? And I saw a call, so let's get into a call now. Let's get into a call. I like calls. I like to hear what you got to say. This is basically me mingling with the people, see? Oh, it's Steven Benzik. It's the GOAT Steven Benzik. Steven Benzik, wasn't we just talking about this week 1, man?
I think it was like right before week 1, actually.
Right before week 1.
No, you know when it was? It was the Mac trade.
It was the Khalil Mack trade. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, when you did that live stream over how the Bears got Mac, that's when it was.
It's just interesting how it all kind of comes full circle, kind of, sort of, right? And you know, when the trade first happened, sure, you guys were excited that you got Mac, but it's interesting the Raiders fans' perspective, because I didn't get it until they traded Cooper. And I get it now. I get it now, Steven Benzik. It's interesting how the Raiders traded 2 pieces, one on offense, one on defense, and they fully expected those picks to be premier picks. They thought Cowboys were going to be a top 10 team. They thought Bears were going to be top 15 at least. You know what I'm saying? But the Bears and the Cowboys are respectively sitting at 24 and 26. So I'll open this question up for you, the chat box, anybody else that calls later. Do you try to make it work with those guys? You know what I mean? Seeing what Cooper did for Dallas's offense, seeing what Mac is doing for the Bears defense, do you kind of keep those guys and try to make it work or something like that? Steven, talk to me, man.
The way that I kind of perceive it is the whole thing with Mac, I think they wanted to keep him, but I think when they saw that Aaron Donald deal, they were like, there's no way in hell we can pay him. I think that was more of, okay, we cannot pay this dude. We got to get him the hell out of here, and let's see what the hell we can get for him.
But Steve.
The Cooper?
But Steve.
I know.
Like, push Donald Penn off the bridge. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I mean, they had guys that they could get rid of.
Sure.
And they should have probably gotten rid of. And sorry, all Raiders fans. I don't mean to harp on your team, but
I am.
Y'all had some people y'all could have moved on from.
Sure. I think that entire offensive line is overpaid, and they ain't really played up to that money yet. But go ahead.
No, the only time they played up was that one time they made the playoffs, and that was what, 3 or 4 years ago.
Let me look up their money. Keep on. Go ahead.
But Cooper, I think that was more of a Gruden thing, because I think that Cooper is more of like a quiet guy. He doesn't really like to be yelled in your face. He's not one of those guys who takes well on harsh criticism. Mm-hmm. And I also think that Gruden just never really trusted and or believed in him. Mm. And I think the whole Max thing really spiraled the team out, and it kind of pushed certain players into certain corners. And you kind of saw like Amari was kind of like stuck in the middle, and Gruden was trying to get him on his side. Yeah. But the thing with Gruden is he's a yell-in-your-face kind of a guy. And Cooper's not one of those guys that takes well to that.
But
you're
man,
kind of seeing that in Dallas.
But that's Gruden's fault, though. Ain't that Gruden's fault?
No, I know. Yeah, that is Gruden's fault. That's why I said y'all got a great player.
Oh boy!
I said didn't I call in that day and I said y'all got a great player. I don't like the pick.
Yes.
They had to give up.
Yeah.
But hell, y'all got a great player.
You know, it's interesting how the fans reacted to, and I think you can kind of touch on it. The Raiders fans. It's like I think they talked themselves into. Well, I can see it. Khalil wasn't that productive. Khalil Mack wasn't. He wasn't living up to that early pick. Amari Cooper.
I don't know about that.
Amari Cooper doesn't love football. Amari Cooper's pretty soft, and boy, when they get this change of scenery, they look different, man. They look so much different.
Yup.
I ain't mad.
Well, it also helps that. No, I ain't mad either. I'm happy as hell. Thank you, John Gruden.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got my Christmas present early.
Mm.
And also, not only that, but it changed Chicago. Like, let's be totally honest. Like, I even came on your show during preseason, and I was like, if they can get 8-8 or 9-7, that's a hell of a damn good year. Mm. And then the whole Mac thing was like, oh, now we can actually make the playoffs. Like, playoffs weren't even an option for us earlier in the season. Like, yeah, okay.
Thank you, sir.
Bears fans were hoping for it and were wanting it, but it probably wasn't even going to be an option. And then Mac came in, and he just totally gave the team a new life. And he really did.
So,
and you see it. You see that defense now playing extremely well. Offense, yeah, okay, there's some stuff that Mitch has to go through, and he did not play his best game, I'll say that, against the Rams.
Man, so the Raiders have $27 million of dead cap money. Just releasing people, and Bruce Irvin is at the top with $8 million, and Cooper is second place with $6 million. You owe Derek Carr $25 million. Gabe Jackson's making $10 million. Kalicho Semele is making $10 million. You know what I'm saying? Jordy Nelson's making $7 million. I think if that team drafted better, they probably won't have to pay these miscellaneous dollar amounts because they add
definitely.
Up.
But you even saw that back in their drafts for quite a few years. Aside from Mac and Amari,
it was pretty terrible.
They really hadn't gotten good enough players. They were always bringing in free agents, or they were always bringing in some older vets that had a whole bunch of experience.
That's crazy.
A bunch of their picks never panned out.
Wow.
They went to other teams and they were good players, but they never panned out in the way that the Raiders were hoping that they would.
That's crazy, Steve. That's
It
crazy,
is.
Steve. But anyway, though, because we ain't got time to, worry about the bottom feeders around here. We ain't got time to worry about the. Let's see, where they at? They're the second overall pick or something like that. We ain't got to worry about the third overall pick.
Something like that.
Third, we
They're in the top 5. That's all I know.
We're not here for those guys, Stephen Benzick. Tell us about your Bears, young Stephen Benzick.
Do I even have to say it? We're gonna smoke the Packers this weekend. First and
You'll
foremost,
beat the shit out
this
of the
is the
Packers.
revenge. This is the revenge game now because we got robbed in that first game. We coming for Rodgers. Mac and all them haven't forgotten that game. We're coming for Rodgers. We injured him in the first game. We're gonna really injure him this game.
Man, my homeboy, philosopher in Jadaka, son of Njobu, Eric Killmonger. He says, all the killing I've done in my career all leads up to this moment. You know what I'm saying? It all leads up to this moment, Stephen Benzick. It's a big week for the Bears. It's also a big week. It's also a big week for the Cowboys. I would assume that if both of us win, we actually clinch the playoffs there, and everybody else is just going to be fighting for wild card.
If the Bears win, we do clinch them. I think you guys would too.
Absolutely, same with Dallas.
Yeah, so that would be crazy because then, like I said it quite a few times now. I seriously think that we've seen the best of the Rams and the Saints. Now, that's really good, but what I mean by that is that you saw 2 top 5 defenses shut them down, and shut them down to a point where the Bears didn't even let the Rams score a touchdown. And Dallas only let a touchdown in at the the last 8 minutes or something like that? And that was the only touchdown of the game for them.
And we gave it to them. We gave it to them off a daggum
turnover. It was kind of a give-up one.
We gave it to them.
No, it was 5 minutes left. It was 5 minutes left because they were going to try the onside kick and y'all recovered it and let out the rest of the time.
Stephen Benzick, I will say this from a Cowboys-Bears perspective. I kind of want y'all to stay in the 3rd spot, and I kind of want to stay in the 4th spot because I want to crack at the Rams. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go play the Saints. We ain't necessarily got, we ain't got nothing to prove against them. I kind of want to crack at the Bears, man. I mean, at the Rams because I don't think they've been the same since losing Cooper Kupp. Absolutely. That offense just doesn't look intact as it once was.
It doesn't at all. But one other thing that you saw was blatant, and even like announcers during the game and analysts after the game, like even on the Bears side, were like, "You have Todd Gurley. Why the hell did you not run him?" Now, in credit, the Bears shut him down. Like he, up until like the last 2 or 3 minutes of the game, he had 10 rushes for 10 yards, and then that last rush that he had, he broke it for like 8, 9 to 10 yards. So they really did shut him down. But I think that was also a credit to put some of that on McVay in that, I got to put up these points now, and he kind of got a little panicked. Kind of what you saw against Sean Payton against Dallas. We're kind of like, okay, we need to abandon this run game because they are really killing us. We need to put up some points so that we can have some breathing room.
Yeah. So I'll say this, actually, I kind of just want to go ahead and play the Colts, beat the Colts, hopefully, win that game and all that. If we look
pretty hot though right now,
let them fly. I have no fear of Captain Andrew Luck. Let's line up and get him. If we lose against Tampa Bay or New York, the Giants, I ain't really tripping. Because I'm kind of superstitious.
I can trip against the Giants because that's going to be your throw-in game because you already have clinched the division. And the thing is like we're not going to move. Like us, you and Bears, unless the Bears like lose out or something.
Sure.
We're not moving out of 3 and 4.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe if we lose one and you win one, we'd split. But I mean, even still, we're right where we're going to be. So I could see like y'all's Giants game being just a throwaway, like, okay, if we lose, we lose, not at the end of the world.
My only thing...
And same thing with the Bears.
My only thing is that I'm kind of superstitious. Barely, kind of, sort of, quasi superstitious. So, in a perfect world, I would like to beat the Colts, lose to Tampa Bay, just to reset everything, just to kind of just to reset the streak. I don't want to go into the playoffs with a big ass streak. Then come back and beat the shit out the Giants for the momentum. Then we go into week 18, 19, and we'll just go from there.
Wherever.
Yeah, we'll just go from there. But yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna keep tabs on this thing. You the GOAT around here. How's the shirt? Did we ever talk about the shirt? Did we ever talk about the shirt? Okay.
I got that.
Go.
I told you, what was it? Last live stream or the one before? I don't remember, but I got it.
It feels like I haven't talked to you in a month, friend. It feels like it.
Yeah, well, I've been working a lot lately.
Fair enough.
Trying to get that bread for Christmas. You know how it goes.
Yeah, I already feel you, dog. I already feel you. Appreciate you, dog. Thanks for calling.
No problem, bro.
Boy, Steven Benzick, one of the damn GOATs around here. I saw a comment in my chat box. Just wanted to address before I move on to the next portion of the show. And it was like, Luck is a good quarterback. Don't underestimate him. Sure. Totally agree. Luck is a good quarterback. Breeze might be the best this year, but everybody got a formula, Everybody got a formula to take them off the shelf. I get it. I understand. Trust me, I understand. Russell Wilson's a good quarterback. Let me pull his diagram thing. Mitch Trubisky is a good quarterback. Jameis can put points upon you. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to, I want to go ahead and take care of business. Luck's a good quarterback, but I have so much confidence in my defense and my team. So much confidence in my guys and what we could do. Anyway, moving right along. So the number's on the screen in case I forgot to get that out to y'all. It's 515-739-1285, access code 309104. What I want to do is I want to look at all of the standings. Look at all of the divisions and see who is and who ain't going to the playoffs. Now, let me say this because it's very interesting when I was looking over this, when I was kind of pre-gaming it, when I was kind of getting my thoughts together about it. I was just looking at certain teams, right? And I stumbled across Pittsburgh. They were 7-5-1, and I was stumbling across the Ravens, and they were like 7-6, and I had to factor in what do ties mean here? How, what are tiebreakers? What do those things do? Boom, boom, bam. And I took this into consideration. Interesting. First of all, the Pittsburgh Steelers kind of on a 3-game losing streak. That's pretty rough. A 3-game losing streak is pretty rough, right? But I looked at the remaining schedule. First of all, let me do the Ravens first. The Ravens' remaining schedule. Tampa Bay. Okay. Los Angeles Chargers, which is a fight. Pretty good fight there. Cleveland Browns. Don't get it twisted. A pretty good fight there. Can win it, though. You can beat the Browns. You can beat the Bucks. Chargers is going to be your fight. But you can do it, though. I looked at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let me find the Steelers. It's actually P, the Pittsburgh. I looked at the daggum Pittsburgh Steelers. They got to play New England this week. It's like a playoff game. The week after that, they got to go to New Orleans. Damn. It's like a playoff game. And granted, they got Cincinnati after that. But I mean, Cincinnati plays them hard. That's a division game. They should beat Cincinnati, right? They should beat Cincinnati. But after losing to Denver, the Chargers, and the Raiders, you got to go fight the Patriots, then go travel to New Orleans? Excuse me? Pittsburgh might not make the damn playoffs. They might not. That'll put okay. Let's just say they lose the 2 games that we think they'll lose. New England and New Orleans. Let's just say. And we can't just say, Voch, I think they'll beat New England when they out here losing to Oakland and damn Denver and the Chargers. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say Pittsburgh lose 2 games. I'll put them at 7-7-1. Can they make the playoffs at 7-7-1? 2 teams will be coming out of the West. 1 out of the East for sure. The Patriots, the Dolphins could fight their way and stay in this damn thing. You're not going to be better than the Ravens considering if they win or not. It depends. Texans, Colts, Titans, all those are going to be fights. So, man, I thought Pittsburgh. I could have swore Pittsburgh. Now, granted, if you go back to my preseason joint, I didn't think that Pittsburgh was going to win the division anyway because I thought there was a lot of dysfunction. But, you know, they're kind of playing their way back into stuff. James Conner did okay. James Conner's out now. AB doing AB things. You know, he'll punch a bench every now and then, flip the water out. Bobby Boucher get pissed off when you do it. Jiu-Jitsu Smith go catch another touchdown. Pittsburgh, it could get a little shaky for him. Currently a 3-game losing streak. Now, they're much better at home, right? So even if they play New England, beat New England end up 9-5, and the Steelers end up 8-5, then they'll still have to play New Orleans, 8-6-1, which is ugly. Which is an ugly looking record, man. Which is damn close to 8-8 if the damn 1 didn't exist. Close to 9-7 if that damn tie didn't exist. Excuse my cussing, but fuck happened to the Steelers? Fuck happened to the Steelers? Know what I'm saying? I ain't know I had a call here, but fuck happened to the Steelers? We gonna get back into the divisions after I take this call, but interesting. One less to worry about, right? From a Cowboys perspective, but whatever. 830, who this?
Hey, what's going on, boss? Chris Flores. How's it going?
What's up, Chris? What you got for the show? What's happening, my man?
Nah, just a quick question about it's merchandise related.
Okay, cool.
If I ordered a shirt, would it possibly be able to get here before Christmas or no?
Hell yeah. I ship them things out immediately. They get here roughly, well, shit, where you at? Where you from?
Eagle Pass, Texas.
Texas? You'll get it in 2 business days, tops.
All right, let me go get on there, because one of my friends wanted the I Watch Film shirt, so I was like, yeah, I'll get it for you, buddy.
Wow, salute, man. Wow, salute. Hey, wow, this is what dreams are made of. This is where you find the GOATs at. This is where you find the GOATs at, man. I appreciate you, bro. Salute. This is where you find the GOATs at here. Damn. I get blown away by stuff like that. Like, I know I come off as, let me plug my laptop up. I know I come off as braggadocious Voch, grandiose Voch, cool, confident, calm Voch. I know I come off as those guys. Especially when I'm Dad Hat Lombardi. You know, I really get confident as Dad Hat Lombardi. But man, I get blown away when people pick up some merch, take a picture, and be like, yo, Voch, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I get blown away, fam. The link is in the description somewhere. In the description somewhere. It's let me see. It's right there. Just scrolling down. It's right there. Man, I get blown away. I get a little emotional. Like, I won't let y'all saw me get emotional. Boy, do I get emotional. Salute to y'all. Big nasty salute to y'all. Especially since I'm in my entrepreneurial bag. You know what I'm saying? Since I'm in that bag, I really, you know what I'm saying? I just dropped the hoodies today, too. The hoodies are a little more expensive, but the hoodies do more things. The hoodies keep you warm. The hoodies come with a hood. The hoodies have a string. It's more fabric. So I had to run the hoodies a little more than the t-shirts or whatever. But man, I get blown away by the level of support, you know? Gino Witt say, do they run big? Well, how big, Gino? I got a big and tall speed strength ass whoop shirt up there, but I gotta, you know, contact the big and tall people and get everything going in there. But anyway, I'll put the link in the description box then. Let me go to my shop. There's a couple ways to get there. It's shop.spreadshirt.com/shop Lombardi. I got my salute logo up there. I even redesigned speed, strength, and ass whoop. Last time it was the horizontal joint, you know, kind of like the logo. Let me show y'all. Kind of like that. It was horizontal like that. But now I got the speed, strength, ass whoop going vertical. I'll show y'all that in a minute. But there's the link. It's in the chat box. I appreciate all support. Matter of fact, I ain't doing nothing else. Let me take a little time out here to get a good old screenshot in for y'all. So I'll post it. Command Shift 4. Dun dun dun. Speed, strength, ass whoop, slide. We got the Obscure State University School of Film Study joints. We got those. Let me go to live. Then we're gonna go to plus image. We're gonna go to image, and I'm going to hit OK on the image. We're gonna find. Goddamn man, y'all hang tight. The goddamn show coming back, but inquisitive minds want to know. And yeah, I think there we go. And that's a look in my shop right there, man. That's a look in my shop right there. There we go. All my shirts, they run $24.49. I try to cut a little back to help y'all on shipping and handling and all that. Save you about 51 cents on shipping and handling. Trust me, you know, it helps out. But yeah, man, these are my designs, man. I redid the speed strength ass whoop, white logo, black black shirt. I think that's dope. Got it going vertical now, horizontal. Vertical. Got to go in vertical now. The I Watch Film joints are there. The damn salute joints are there. The definition of salute and how to say it phonetically. I rock with that. And you got the Obscure State University joints. You got to rock with Obscure State University. Get a little zoom in on that. Get a little zoom in on that. You can't beat a good little zoom in anyway. But yeah, man, that's the merch, man. That's the merch. If y'all want to support, man, I dropped it in the chat box or whatnot. You can also find it in the description. I'll be very grateful if y'all did. That's like a top tier level of grateful if y'all did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll dance at your wedding. You know what I'm saying? I'll dance at your wedding level appreciation. Anyway. The shit I spit and make John Wick go shit. Do I have pet clothes? Maybe later. If there's a demand for pet clothes, possibly. This is something I learned too. Tasha, what's my new phrase? This is what I learned. I learned supply and demand, right? And I've taken economics classes and I kind of learned the definition of supply and demand. But you learn supply and demand so much better when you have an example of that directly benefits you. Let me explain. And then I'm going to get back to the standings, right? Let me explain. Somebody says, yo, Voch, can we get a Marcus Davenport video? Cool, I'm film guy. I make a Marcus Davenport video. That thing probably got like 5,000 likes or something. Voch, make a Leighton Vander Esch video. Okay, cool. Make a Leighton Vander Esch video. That shit get like 60,000 views on it. I say, woo! I said, woo! Yo, Voch, can you do another Marcus Davenport video? I don't know, bro. We'll see. I don't know. I'll check on it. We'll see. Yo, Voch, can we get another Leighton Vander Esch video? Shit. Let me get this film going for y'all, boy. Supply and demand is amazing. Boy, supply and demand works. It's like democracy. It's like you get to vote. You vote for what you want. And whoever wants the most that you get back, that's who gets it. That's who gets the W there. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, that's so fly. Oh, boy. Boy, some people didn't even know I made a Marcus Davenport video. It's just sitting up there. Ooh, but y'all finding that Vander Esch content, though. Y'all finding that Cowboys content. Anyway, let me get back into what I was saying. Take it easy, Lieutenant Dan. I'll probably stop over at your stream and say what's up to you. Make your people like your video. I hope my people like my video. And I'll see money. Yo, Voch, can we get another Vander Esch video? Just drop one last night for you, brother. Go and check that out. just drop one for you last night, my guy. Go check it out. Anyway, just looking at the divisions again, right? So the Pittsburgh Steelers may or may not make the playoffs, and that's interesting. I think that's the first time in a long time that as a healthy Pittsburgh Steelers, they're compromised in that way. So that's very interesting. The Ravens, if they take care of business, the Ravens could seal this thing up. And I don't even think the Browns out of it either, really, but that's neither here nor there. We'll have to see. The Patriots are basically in it. Matter of fact, let's talk about who's guaranteed out of it. Let's talk about who the hell ain't in the daggone playoffs. Let me get my somber voice going. Let me get my my sad tragedy funeral voice for who ain't gonna make the playoffs. Anyway, Buffalo Bills not gonna make it. The New York Jets, both those teams are 4-9. Not gonna make it. The Broncos are 6-7. They could possibly fight their way in if some weird stuff happens, but Broncos, you're not gonna make it. Amado Terrazas dropped 5 in the super chat. Got the hoodie. Salute to you, sir. Oakland Raiders. Hurts me to say. You did so well providing the Bears Khalil Mack. You did so well providing the Dallas Cowboys with Amari Cooper. The young GOAT, Amari Cooper. Let me go to OBS and Amari Cooper. Oakland Raiders, you're probably not gonna make it. Damn, Oakland. So young. Moving on. It's kind of sad, really. But the Cleveland Browns, Cincinnati Bengals, you're not going to make it. 5-7, 5-8. Not enough. After the Dallas Cowboys put an ass whooping on the Indianapolis Colts, they're not going to make it. Jacksonville at 4-9. Somebody just waiting to push Blake Bortles off a bridge. Somebody's waiting to call John Wick to pillar smother Blake Bortles. He's not going to make it. Seems like Jeffrey Kafelkovich is playing quarterback for the Redskins now. They're not going to make it. Philadelphia Eagles. Absolutely not. The New York Giants. Absolutely not. I think if the Eagles keep playing like they got a chance, but I don't think they keep. So, absolutely not. Cowboy, yeah, bitches. The Arizona Cardinals. San Francisco 49ers. I'm sorry, not so young. So young. Detroit Lions. I had high hopes for the Detroit Lions. High hopes for the Detroit Lions. You're not going to make it. Moment of silence for the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers are not going to make it. So young. So young. Damn. The Atlanta Falcons, unfortunately, shouts out to Lieutenant Dan. 4-9 just ain't going to do it this time around. 4-9 won't do it in this. Damn. Atlanta Falcons, you're not going to make it. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You probably beat the Cowboys that one-time trap game type of shit, you know? After we beat the hell out the Colts and clinched the division. But for the most part, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. Can we have a moment of silence for the Carolina Panthers? Boy, you'll get your goof ass. Who dancing now? Who dancing now? Who's shucking and jiving now? Boy, you'll get your goof ass. Boy, Cam ain't danced in 5 weeks. Boy, Cam ain't danced in 5 weeks. Boy, what the... Carolina Panthers not going to make it. Damn. So young. Promising team at 6-7. Damn. Boy, it's unfortunate, man. It's absolutely unfortunate, bro. Boy, the Packers not gonna make it for real. Boy, the Packers 5-7-1 for real. It's very sad to see these teams go down in that way, man. You know, these teams work hard, man. These teams work so hard to, you know, to just train and condition themselves, and they learn their playbooks, and they bring their rookies in for training camp, and they do all that work, man. They put in all that work, and it just didn't work out, man. Just didn't. Maybe next year, famo. Maybe next year, bro. Maybe next year. Anyway. Oh boy. Whew. Damn, boy. Hey, they say laughter lessens like the probability you'll get canceled, whatever. Boy, the Panthers giving me life, boy. Oh, the Packers and the Panthers giving me life. If y'all want to call into the show, the number is 515-739-1285, access code 309104. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at some of the top teams, the remaining schedules of the top teams. Let me go back to standings so we can know who I'm looking at. Who did the Dolphins play? Not that I'm calling the Dolphins, not that I'm calling the Dolphins a top tier team, but hell, they can find their way into this damn thing. The Dolphins got to play Minnesota, Jacksonville, and Buffalo. Minnesota been real suspect lately, you know? Real suspect. But Miami can probably beat the shit out of Jacksonville and Buffalo. If they win the next 3 games, you got a 10-6 Miami Dolphins. That's interesting. Interesting. What about the Minnesota Vikings? Y'all got the Dolphins, the Lions, and the Bears. I don't think the hell happened to the Vikings? Hold on, wait, time out. Let me come on, shit back on. Let me come on. What's going on with what happened to the Vikings? They had so much promise, so much talent. Davin Cook was healthy. They got 2 great receivers that can run routes, and get vertical. Their defense is still nasty as I thought. And they didn't fired the Philippines. They didn't fired him. I don't understand. I don't know, man. I don't know, but Minnesota Vikings probably about to get smooth up out of here. Who the Dolphins can make the playoffs. That's great. What about the Titans? Who the Titans got left over? The Titans got left over. I'll check that later. I'll check you later. I stop ringing. I'll check you later. Tennessee Titans. The Titans got okay. Damn. Titans can make the playoffs. They got the Giants and the Redskins, led by Jeffrey Kafalkovich, and they got Indy. The Titans could get in the playoffs. That's the Kirk Cousins of the world. Lord Nation does say of the world. Nah, gotta mute y'all. I gotta cut y'all off. But yeah, the Vikings. That shit's strange. That shit's strange. Anyway, let me cut my crossroads off. We got a call, man. We got a call. let me get back in my regular voice. 804, what's happening? Who this?
What's up, man? This Joe from Virginia, man.
What's up, man? What you got for the show?
First of all, man, you got me. I'm a truck driver, man. I'm in this joint rolling. Moment of silence.
Hey, man, what the hell wrong with the Packers, dog? The hell wrong with the Packers? Coming out here talking all that shit, now they looking garbage. What the hell wrong with the Packers, man?
Bruh, you don't know how happy I am know that we're about to go to the playoffs and don't got to see that Aaron Rodgers, bro. You don't even understand, bro.
Let me tell you something, man. I was saying the same stuff. I know I'm talking my noise. I know I'm laughing at Green Bay. I still don't want to see them catching the playoffs, man. Because if something just click for them, it don't matter what your record is. If something just click for them and Aaron Rodgers get back to doing Aaron Rodgers stuff, man, you don't want to see that team, man. So I'm damn glad I ain't got to deal with that cat.
But you said something very interesting earlier now. I'd rather see the Rams instead of the Saints as well, man.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't necessarily want to go down there in that dome and play them in the playoffs, man.
Absolutely.
But I'd go to L.A. You know, that'd probably be a mutual ground for both of us. You know, we'll have a lot of Dallas fans out there. There ain't gonna be no home field. You know what I mean? There's gonna be a lot of Cowboy fans out there too.
Well, you know, they go out there and train every year. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of Cowboys fans out there in California, and there's a lot of people that want to, you know, keep playing to take the number 3 seed. I'm not trying to go to New Orleans and play them cats again, man. Like, I know I'm talking my shit, and I have no fear of them, but what's the probability that you can beat the Saints twice? You know what I'm saying? Now, if we had to play them in the big championship game, cool. We'll just have to reset it and go from there. But if we could play Seattle first and then like the Rams or something like that, and then the Saints, I'm good with that. Or whoever, or then the Bears, whoever. I'm good there. But I ain't trying to play the Saints week 2. I'm definitely not.
No, man. And, you know, with all this Dak talk, man, the man Phillip Rivers threw how many interceptions last night? 2?
2 of them. Mm-hmm.
He threw 2 bad ones. Ain't nobody saying nothing about that. Dak threw 50 times, 55 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. He threw 2. You know, one of them was just a good play by the cornerback. Honestly, the other one was just, you know, it was a bad throw. He was moving to his left. He was trying, you know, it was bad. But I don't understand how this man getting so much kickback.
Well,
what is he, 24?
Well, 24. Cowboys fans are ungrateful, and they just want their team to be amazing at every facet of the game. I sincerely feel like if the Cowboys win the next 7 games and we win the Super Bowl, there's still gonna be some ignorant ass Cowboy fan like, man, Dak almost lost it for us. Shit, if we'd have had a better coach, we probably would have blew out whoever the hell we want. It's just gonna be fans like that. So I try to ignore him, but Dak ain't playing no different than any other quarterback in the league, really. Besides like the top tier cats, Dak ain't those guys. But for a quarterback that's winning and getting the job done, I ain't really got a problem with Dak and what he doing.
Like, when he he had a couple bad interceptions last game, but, once that score was over and we got a dub, I forgot all about that shit, but damn, he winning, still getting the backlash.
He winning. Hey, keep winning. I don't know if you listen to hip hop, but there's a cat named J Rock. He got an album called Redemption. The last song on the album is called Win. He says win. Win, 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 win. Fuck everything else.
Everything else.
Win, 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 win. I don't care.
I feel you, bro.
I don't care. Look. If we can throw 5 interceptions if we win. Good job, Dak. I don't care.
Oh no, man! He throw 5 interceptions, boy. They gonna run him up out of Dallas.
Yeah,
boy.
fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, right.
Romo done it.
Yeah, fair enough. But even with Romo though, they I mean, you sound like an older Cowboys fan. People tried to bench Romo for John Kitna once upon a time, man. So I mean, you can't be basing your assessments on Cowboys fans. Like, we can't be basing talk on that. So let them have it, man.
Man, I'm happy about these playoffs, man. The Colts game is an interesting one. I think Dallas gonna win. Mm-hmm. But, everybody seemed to, be thinking that Andrew Luck will go for 400, 4 tubs. And I'm like, what? Like, come on, bro.
I like the Indianapolis Colts. They're a great team. What people are caught up in, they're caught up in the streak. They're not caught up in, like they're caught up in, they're on this winning streak. The last few games that they've played is Tennessee, Miami, Jacksonville, and they beat the Houston Texans.
They all in their division, ain't it?
Sure, yeah, they second place in their division, and that's a cool little winning streak. But the front of the damn streak is Tennessee, Miami, and Jacksonville. You don't get credit for that. You don't get no props for that. I don't fear the Colts, bro.
Give me that. I want to. How many losses they got? They got 6 losses, right?
Man, we ain't finna walk past you blowing your horn like somebody done cut in front of you in traffic, dog. What you thought we was gonna walk smooth past that shit? You thought we was gonna ignore? Boy, what the hell wrong with you, dog? That motherfucker saw somebody hitchhiking. Hell no, dun dun.
My man, bro, you can't hear that.
That boy made a rap beat. That boy made some damn snares with his horn, boys.
My bad, I see one of my boys, bro. My bad.
I ain't mad at you, dog.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Back to them 6 losses they got. It's 6, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the Colts got 6 losses, yeah.
They got 6 losses, all right. On this little streak they got, do you feel like they fixed all those problems that they, made them lose? I feel like some of the, the 5 games we lost was clearly because we had no talent at the wide receiver position at all. And I feel like, the offensive line still, got their little weaknesses and whatever, injuries. But I feel like pretty much everything else is pretty much, we didn't got showed up. Them, I mean, what they got showed up?
At the end of the day, and you can lose any game. So I'm giving the Colts a chance to beat us. They can do it. There's a possibility. But I've seen this team play. I've seen nastier quarterbacks, running backs, defenses, offensive lines, cornerback. They still got to tackle Zeke. I love Darius Leonard. He still got to tackle Zeke. He still got to find a way to cover us, cover B's in them. I've yet to see a cornerback that could properly cover Amari Cooper by himself. The Atlanta game was the closest to shutting Amari Cooper down. They had to put 2 guys over there, but Zeke ran smooth over their asses. You know what I mean? So we have a formula. Clearly, we have a formula, and
that's a good point, man. I want to know, like, all right. So at the end of the day, somebody go get together Matt Eberflus, which was our linebackers coach last year. Somebody go get together and they go shut up. I ain't gonna say shut him down, but they go limit Amari Cooper out of the game. I mean, one of these days. So what we gonna do then? Or if they might not came, but if they do, what we gonna do? Like, what you feel like their game plan would be to do if they take Amari out of the game?
The same damn thing we did versus Saints and throw that bitch to Gallup 8 times for 80 yards. and run the daggum football and see if Beasley open. Boy,
they can't afford to take and put 2 people on him and not leave 8 people in the box without. I think Zeke will get off this.
The only way it works is you have to have one cornerback that's talented enough to beat Cooper by himself. That's the only way this thing works. You got to find either that or the Cowboys beat ourselves. Okay? But if another team is going to beat us, you need one cornerback that can stop Cooper by himself. And we all thought that was Marshawn Lattimore, but it wasn't.
Hell no, bro. I can't think of one quarterback on the. I don't even know a quarterback on the coach. I pretty much know a lot of players on teams, but the last quarterback I knew the coach had to do quit for the Bills at halftime. So I don't even know who they got at corner now.
Quincy Wilson, I believe, the kid that they drafted from Florida. They got a pretty solid free safety, pretty good free safety that I was a big fan of. Malik Hooker from Ohio State. That's as nasty as they DBs really get. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, they still got to tackle Zeke all day. They still got to deal with our wide receivers. Hell, Gallup can beat one-on-one coverage. And it seems like last game our tight ends were really starting to get things together. And this is my biggest thing, and it's the biggest key. And I don't want to hear nothing else from no damn Colts fan. Because I've been seeing some aggressive Colts fans out of nowhere. This is the biggest key. If y'all ain't got somebody like Fletcher Cox, somebody like Dontari Poe that we just can't block, if y'all ain't got somebody like Jonathan Allen, good luck to you. Good luck to you.
It might get ugly, man. This is about probably the best, the best matchup, our line at face, man. Like you said, we didn't have Fletcher Cox,
if you ain't
Poe,
if you ain't got Grady Jarrett, good luck to you. Good luck to you. K'Wan Short, good luck to you.
We've been going up against some hella defensive linemen, bro. Like, I think this is a good matchup, man. I just hope, I hate losing, so I mean, I ain't gonna say I know we don't necessarily have to win this game, but I would like do Rico, man.
I would like to win this game.
Rico don't play?
Well, because Rico probably doing shit wrong at practice, and we can't afford him to do shit wrong at practice.
Right.
Honestly. If you look at our games, we're probably one mistake away from losing the whole damn thing. So if you add another Rico Gathers mistake, we probably lose some of those games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, that's it? We good?
Yeah, bro, we good.
You say you say this Joe from Virginia? Zoe from Virginia. All right, Zoe. I'm gonna put you in platinum, Zoe from Virginia. So next time you call in, you're gonna go to the top of the list. All right, appreciate it, Zoe.
All right, bro. I'm gonna hop on there. I'm gonna buy me one of those hoodies right quick, bro.
Ah, man, appreciate you, bro. Salute.
All right, man.
Yes, sir. Boy, Zoe blew that damn horn in an orchestrated symphony beat, and he act like we ain't hear nothing. Look, Zoe stopped talking, went dun 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 dun. Yeah, Voch, man, it's crazy. Joe funny, boy. Joe funny. Joe did he did the damn Avengers theme song with his damn horn and thought we wasn't gonna say nothing. And Zoe thought we wasn't gonna say nothing after he played the damn Avengers theme song. Boy, so funny. He said, yeah, but so I ain't think y'all can hear, but I ain't think y'all heard that, man. Hell yeah, we heard that damn Black Panther entrance. We heard the damn Welcome to Wakanda entrance. Come on, Zoe. Boy, it's so funny as hell, dog. So funny as hell. Anyway, so what was we talking about? We was talking about division. Was talking about division. Yeah, so I can't even act like I'm not joking. I can't even act like I Yeah, Voch, yeah. Yeah, Voch, like I was saying though, fam, yeah, it's crazy how Rico gathered. I heard that shit, Joe. I mean, Zoe. Back to what I was saying. Back to my show. Anyway, Tasha said you're so tickled by that. Tasha, that shit is hilarious to me. I saw a comment that kind of... Give me 30 seconds. Let me scroll up. I saw a comment in my chat box while I was talking to Zoe. Jordan Booker. We looking at you, fam. Y'all are delusional. Dak has yet to win us a game. He's the reason we barely win every game. Timeout. Jordan Booker said this. Y'all are delusional. Laughing my ass off. Dak has yet to win us a game. He's the reason we barely win every game. Let me read the rest of the comment for some context, because maybe I missed. How many times our defense gonna make it only for? How many times our defense gonna make plays only for it to result in 0 points? Okay, that gave no context to the previous sentences. So, Jordan Booker, you can't say Dak has yet to win us a game, then come back and say he's the reason we barely won the game. If the quarterback was worse than Dak, then we probably lose the game. Jordan Booker. This is my thing. And let me get on my Dak shit real quick, right? I'm not attacking you, Jordan Booker. Not attacking you. I promise you I'm not. I just want to have a conversation with y'all and just put my thoughts in the atmosphere. Who currently can we acquire that's better than Dak Prescott? It's hard to find them. It's hard to find quarterbacks. It's definitely hard to find good ones. If it was that easy to find a quarterback, the Redskins wouldn't be tripping about losing whoever the hell. The Redskins would just, sign another good quarterback and keep going. It's not like there's this long, ridiculous list of quarterback options we can go to. And I'm assuming that you're speaking from the angle of, damn, Dak is so trash that if we sign anybody, they'll immediately be better than Dak. When, to be fair, if you sign anybody, they'll be worse than Dak. And I could be wrong, but I think that's the sign of a good quarterback. I think it's so hard to find good quarterbacks in this league that when you find one, you have to put pieces around them to make it work. Dak threw 2 interceptions, but Phillip Rivers threw 2 of them as well. And I'm sure there are Cowboys fans that'll push their wife off a bridge to go get Phillip Rivers. Hold on, let me see what Jordan say. It's easier to find a quarterback while you got one. The Eagles had Foles and got Wentz. Packers had Favre. They got Rodgers. How many other teams pull that shit off? Because to be fair, Jordan, whoa, time out. Jordan, to be fair, Wentz ain't working right now, Jordan. Wentz ain't working. And you may be looking for a quarterback with more talent than Dak. Damn it, Wentz got more talent than Dak. Matt Stafford got more talent than Dak. Kaepernick is not better than Dak. Stop it. Stop it. The phones is on. Matthew Stafford is more talented than Dak. Joe Flacco is more talented than Dak. You can argue that Jameis Winston is more talented than Dak, but then what? Why are they doing what they doing? Because the pieces matter. This shit's a team game. The pieces matter. If Dak wasn't a franchise quarterback, he'd be gone somewhere. Dak would be gone somewhere if he wasn't eligible. So the key ain't to find a better quarterback. The key is, okay, we have Dak. Dak can play. How do we win with Dak? That's the real question. See, if you look at the Eagles, okay, we got Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz can play. How can we win with Carson Wentz? Hell, you take away an offense coordinator, you make some moves here, change a little bit of the infrastructure. Boy, Carson Wentz looks so much different. Derek Carr just a little bit ago could play. Derek Carr can play. He looked like a piece of shit now, but Derek Carr can play. So instead of saying Oakland Raiders, what can we find a quarterback better than Derek Carr? That ain't the answer. The answer is, what can we do to make Derek Carr win? How can we make Derek Carr win? So the question ain't about can Dak play. We know Dak can play. Dak ain't had a losing season yet. Jordan? Dak ain't had a losing season yet. Since 2016, Dak is the second most winning quarterback in the league. Behind Brady. Because we figured the shit out. Motherfucker Trent Dilfer got a Super Bowl, fam. Brad Jordan got a Super Bowl, fam, because they figured the shit out how to make it work. Tony Banks was clearly more talented than Trent Dilfer. But you make it work. You make it work. So let's put two quarterbacks next to each other. You could take a quarterback that can scramble, great vision, arm talent. I said scramble. Whatever. Accuracy, touch. But let's just say he's not a winner. Let's just say he ain't, he's not clutch or whatever. Let's just say that. But then you have a team around them that's, okay, cool, they're cool, but whatever. It's not working for them. I'll take the quarterback that's tough. Locker room loves him. Coaching staff loves him. Intangible guy. Clutch as fuck. Winner. That can make reads. Let's not act like Dak can't make reads. Dak can make reads. Who, for the most part, protects the football. Dak has had fumbles in the last few games or whatever. Cool. He's been sacked more than he ever has in his entire damn life. He'll fix it. But for a third-year quarterback, Dak is very safe with the ball. Dak is a goddamn winner. Dak is clutch. Dak get the damn job done. I'll take that and a good team any day over a talented-ass Matt Stafford. But they can't figure out the infrastructure to make them win. Any day. Dak pisses me smooth off when he throws the ball to the other team, when he takes sacks or he fumbles. He can't read the pocket. Lies, Jordan Booker. Lies. He's been reading the pocket for years. He just hadn't done the shit well in the last two games because his offensive line is compromised, Jordan Booker. And I ain't screaming at you. This is just how I have conversation. Me and my lady friends talk like this all the time. Not comparing you to them, but we just don't talk all the time. Me and my men friends talk like this too. I scream at Cardinal fan all the time. I scream at 100 grand all the time. I'm not screaming at you, Jordan, but I'm saying I would rather take those traits and an infrastructure that works, a supporting cast that works, and not complain my ass off because the shit works. Jordan? You know what I'm saying? Matt Stafford can throw this bitch from here to San Antonio. I'm in Houston. From here to San Antonio, Matt Stafford can throw that thing. They've yet to find an infrastructure that works for him. We know what worked with Dak. We know what made Dak wheels turn. Boy, shit, we can run the ball and we can block well up front and play some defense. Boy, Dak all right. Boy, Dak is all right. And Dak went 9-7, which is a winning season without half of that, without a great defense, without his offensive line attack, without his star running back. We've seen Dak do this. How is he trash all of a sudden? That's crazy to me. We judge a quarterback off of wins and losses in every other situation. Every other situation, we grade a quarterback off wins and losses. You know what I'm saying? That's the catalyst for every quarterback. For every quarterback, wins and losses. Nothing else matters. Wins and losses. Nobody brings up Tom Brady's arm talent. Why, Voch? Wins and losses. When Alex Smith went on that long-ass streak and he turned into a Super Bowl playoff quarterback with that great defense and that great run game, we didn't care about Alex Smith's arm talent. We didn't care about his completion percentage. What we cared about, wins and losses. That's all that matters in this league. And Dak got way more wins than he does losses. Second most winning quarterback since 2016, since he came in the league, than Tom Brady. Second behind Tom Brady. Not saying he's Tom Brady, but for whatever reason, Dak Prescott is the only quarterback that we don't talk about wins and losses. We talk about all the detailed shit. Tony Romo was talented as shit, but when he wasn't winning, you hated him. Tony had arm talent. Tony was a gangster. Y'all want to talk about Dak and pushing the ball? Tony was fearless downfield. But y'all ain't care about Tony because wins and losses mattered. Wins and losses was the only thing that mattered. Tony started winning, you loved him then. You loved Tony Romo when he went 12-4, 13-3. You loved Tony then. Dak Prescott came in, nobody cared that he was a rookie. Wins and losses. You benched Tony Romo for wins and losses. Now all of a sudden we don't look at skill set. Win. Fuck everything else. Win. Let's get into the phones, man. Tasha said my daughter said, hey, Voch. What's up, little mom? Tasha got a beautiful family, by the way, man. Beautiful family. 100 grand, turn your house down. What's up, bro?
I'm outside, man. You know, doing what I do. But listen, man.
You in a goddamn monsoon? What you mean you outside? Was it? Boy, you out there tornado chasing, boy? What you mean you outside, man? Black people don't chase tornadoes, man.
It ain't that bad, man. You know, we know a little snow to get on out the way. They keep saying it's going to snow. They've been saying it's going to snow for like 3 days. Nothing.
I got you 100 grand.
Get out the way.
What you got for the show?
But besides all that, man, This is why I don't play fantasy football. They mad at Dak because they put Dak on their fantasy team and he ain't putting up no yards, man.
That's probably what it is.
That's why they mad at Dak.
Yeah.
Stop playing fantasy football. This ain't fantasy football, man.
Yeah.
If you wanna put a Cowboy on your fantasy football team, put Coop on there, put Zeke on there. Don't put Dak on your squad. Then you won't be mad. That's the problem, yo. Fantasy football really messed up real football. Oh, he ain't throwing for 400. He ain't throwing for 500. It's not about your fantasy football team. Dak wins games, man.
Yeah.
He wins games.
Yeah.
Tony Romo, 8-8. Dak has not gone 8-8 yet. 2 winning seasons.
Dak is the
double-digit winning seasons.
Dak is
he only had 1 season where he hasn't won double-digit games.
Dak is
last year.
Dak is the only quarterback in Dallas Cowboy fandom where wins and losses don't matter, and that's strange to me. That's strange.
Because they got him up, because they conditioned. They want to see plays down the field and all that. I want to see that too. Well, listen, that ain't how we win games. We can win games that way, but we didn't have the pieces.
Yeah.
So we got Coop. Now we got a piece.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have a tight end. If we had a high-powered tight end, we'll have that too. If we had a legit number 2 when Gallup getting hit, y'all going to see the passes downfield. Stop saying Dak can't do it. That's dumb. Dak did it.
Yeah.
More than once. Come on, Dak can do it.
Yeah.
We just ain't had the pieces to do it.
Yeah.
Dak is not an accurate quarterback, so you need a wide receiver that, it don't matter where you throw it at. Don't matter, I'm going to go get it.
Yeah.
That's Coop.
Yeah.
You don't have to be accurate with Coop. Like you said, I got to hit Dez in the face mask. You don't have to hit Coop in the face mask, man. All you got to do is throw that ball up there, Coop will go get it. Those are the receivers that you need, and they understand that. We didn't have that in the beginning of the season. We didn't have that last year.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? We got that now. So everybody needs to, if you want to see passing, you see it now, but that's not how we were built. We're a running team, man.
True.
We're a running team. Like, I just feel like, man, they got Dak on their fantasy team, and they crying because they ain't winning because they got Dak on their fantasy team. That's why they're mad.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That just pissed me off.
I feel
Dak's a winner.
I feel
What about Tony Romo? Dak's winning more than Tony Romo right now. Tell me he's not. He hasn't had an 8-8 season yet. He would have went 3 years in a row with double-digit wins if Zeke was there. That's the only reason why he didn't have it last year, because Zeke wasn't there. If Zeke played in one more of them games, he would have won 10 games last year. Am I lying?
You ain't lying, $100,000. Talk to him. You ain't lying. We on the same page. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I just feel that's what it is, yo.
Yeah.
If you want a Cowboy on your fantasy team, don't pick up Dak. Leave Dak alone. Don't draft Dak. Draft anybody else but Dak. He ain't going to give you those 400 yards.
Yeah.
He ain't going to do it. Y'all just like the back. Was y'all bashing Drew Brees when we shut Drew Brees down and we played him? Because he ain't put up no 400 yards. He ain't put up no 300 yards. Did y'all bash him for that?
Sure did.
No.
Sure did.
No.
Anyway,
So what quarterback you want? Without Dak, we had Mark Sanchez.
Yeah.
Trash.
Trash.
We had Mike Castle came in the game. Trash. We had Moore came in the game. Trash.
And you know what? That's another great point.
quarterback?
That's another great point. If Dak was so trash, he wouldn't be head and shoulders better than that 2015 set of guys, right? We basically kind of had the same infrastructure of team, kind of, sort of. You know what I'm saying?
Team.
But you know,
we had the running back. Everybody was there.
Sure.
Same team. What happened?
All of a
Trash.
sudden, sure. I feel you.
They did not win a game without Romo.
Sure.
They did not win a game.
Sure.
And you saw what happened when Mark Sanchez came in with the Redskins. What happened? He threw 3 first picks. That's who you want as your quarterback. And you think you could bring in any quarterback? Okay, let's bring Mark Sanchez back and see what he do. You saw that. Even last year, last game of the year, you saw that. How many picks did he throw? 3, 4? Do you want that? I just feel like, man, it's these fantasy team people. It's either that or I don't want to take it there. I really don't want to take it here. But do you guys got a problem with Dak because he's African American or something? Because he's winning. I could see if Dak was out here look like that. We ain't going to the playoffs. We the bottom feeders in the NFC. I could have felt the heat then, but he's not. We're winning. What's the problem? What's the issue? What's the issue?
I feel
Let's keep it 100. Our line is hurt. We don't have our line chipped up, and Dak is still winning. Zeke wasn't here last year. Dak was still winning. We didn't have Cooper. Dak was still winning.
Talk to him.
Am I missing something? Am I missing something, bro?
You ain't nah, $100,000. You got it.
I don't understand. I don't get it. It's either that or you guys are hating.
Yeah.
You guys are hating? Is it because he's African American? What is it? Like, it's really pissing me off, fam. And all you guys listening to Stephen A. Smith and these people don't know football. They just said, listen, guys, I want you to talk about this today. You guys don't understand how that shit works?
Don't get me started on Steve, fam.
I want you to talk about this today, and I want you to talk about that today. I want you to hate on the Cowboys today, and I want you to defend the Cowboys today. That's how that shit is set up. That shit is fake.
Yep.
I hope you guys understand that. If you guys don't understand that, I'm sorry for spilling the beans on you people, but that's how that TV shit works. You take this side, and somebody else take that side, and then you face off. That's how it works.
Hey, man, I got a bunch of calls, man. Appreciate it, 100 grand. Be safe out there in that tsunami, dog.
I will, man. All right, man.
That boy out there surfing the monsoon, boy. Let's move on. Cardinal fan, what's happening, bro?
Hey, Voch, this isn't Cardinal fan. This is that last caller calling back.
Okay, okay.
I want.
Okay, the real 100 grand.
I wanted to finish my point.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to finish my point.
Go ahead, 100 grand. God damn it.
You understand what I'm saying?
God damn it, you leave. God damn it, you leave 100 grand alone. you leave him alone now. You leave him alone now.
I honestly, I don't know what he said. I'm just straight up.
Translation. Translation. I think the point that 100 grand was making was that people don't like Dak Prescott because he's not a prevalent fantasy football quarterback this year. When he was putting up huge fantasy numbers and he was able to contribute to their team in multiple ways, people have more respect for Dak. But it seems like fantasy football is ruining football because it's more stat based now. People seem to put more faith in the stats than winning. That's why people hate on Dak Prescott, and that's why he hates those ilk of fans.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay. So
yeah.
what you're saying is,
You better stop it, Harvey. You quit it.
Actually, this is not Cardinals fan. This is Pat Mahomes.
You better leave Pat. You better leave Pat Mahomes. Hey man, that boy magical, ain't he? Pat Mahomes magical as hell, ain't he?
I just wanted to apologize. I just wanted to apologize to all my fans about last night. I had a very long night with Miss Piggy. Unfortunately, we broke up.
Here we go.
And I went on a bacon binge, and I was unprepared. So,
Carter fan, let me warn you. Let me warn you, because goddamn Pat Mahomes' auntie listen to my show, and she'll call in. And call.
I know, she's awesome, by the way. Hey, Voch, what was your takeaway from the game last night? Anything stand out to you? You haven't heard about or talked about yet?
As long as the Chargers can protect Phillip Rivers, he has a good chance than anybody to win ball games. You know, they didn't do a good job of not protecting them really because it wasn't like sack heavy, but it was more pressure than sacks, in my opinion, and the pressure that led to the bad throws, opposed to the sacks that ended up in negative yards or whatever. So the more pressure Phillip got, the more bad throws that he had, which the two picks came from. But as long as Phillip's protected, he's good. But I think he's really missing Melvin Gordon because I like the kid, the Jackson kid. He's very interesting. I kind of like how he runs, but Melvin Gordon put the nipple on the titty, man. So when he comes back, then that Chargers team will be a little more balanced and they'll be a little more better. But they were able to overcome, regardless of that, man. To the whole Dak, and then to the whole Dak Prescott point is Pat Mahomes had a pretty good damn game to me, but he lost. So.
What? So you kind of prefaced the success of the Chargers depending on the protection of Phillip Rivers.
Sure.
Do you think that they will? I mean, that's the narrative for Phillip Rivers for the last 10 years. Mm-hmm. He can make all the throws. He's every year you think it's going to be his year, and every year nothing ever changes. They making a turn this year, or same old, same old? What do you think?
I think Melvin Gordon. I think Melvin as a running back has been as good as he's been his whole career, honestly, in my opinion. So if he can get it done, then sure. If Melvin can continue to play football at a high level, then I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it. But it depends. It all falls on Phillip.
Who's more underrated? Who's more underrated, though? The Chargers or the Houston? And I know you're not a Houston fan.
The Chargers are way more underrated than Houston, because I think the Chargers are actually good. I think Houston is winning football games, and I know this don't make sense. I know Houston is winning ball games, but I think the Chargers are better, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Right on, Voch. Hey, want to say happy Friday to you.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Hope you have a great Friday. Hope you have a great weekend. Everybody listening, same thing. Nothing but positive energy out there. If you get a moment, hit that share button. Drop some money in the Patreon.
Let them know.
Drop some money in the PayPal. You know, and not just for the sake of good karma, but just for the sake of good karma. Yes, for the sake of good karma. Keep it positive. See what happens when you send somebody $1 and help them push them on their dreams.
Good shit.
Only good things, friends. If you need a blessing today, give a blessing. Let's start by giving Voch a couple bones, because it's the real deal. Voch is the real deal. Game recognized game. So we appreciate you, Voch. We appreciate the content, the time, the effort, everything, man. Hope you have a great weekend, you and yours, and I'll talk to you later.
Doski Woski, brother. Salute. You already know.
Salute. Doski. Late.
Cardinal fan, one of the GOATs around here, man. Cardinal fan. It's one of the GOATs around here. I saw somebody say that I ain't gonna get into all that. No need to get into all that. I'm done fussing, man. I've made my point. I've screamed it. There's no need to get back into it. 305. Yo, man. What's happening, man? Who this?
Yo, what's good, Voch, man? Hey, just want to say, first of all, love the show.
Salute.
Glad I tuned in today because, hey, man, it's a great topic. So I just want to go back to when you were talking about Dak. You were talking about the traits that he has.
Yes, sir.
As a quarterback. And it kind of made me think about how people view Ryan Tannehill over here in MIA. So I'm not trying to compare them at all. You know, you can have a debate about who you think is better personally. I mean, Tannehill is definitely in the bottom half of the league as far as quarterbacks are concerned, in my opinion. But you know, you go on the comments, you go on like the replies on Twitter and on the Miami Dolphins Twitter, and a lot of people are like, whenever Tannehill makes a bad play or the Dolphins don't play well, you know, they're saying, oh, get Tannehill out of here. We need to draft a QB this year, this and that.
Yeah.
But you said it, like Tannehill, I'm not going to count his first 4 years in the league, because that was kind of when he was being coached by Joe Philbin, who was one of the worst head coaches, I think, in Miami Dolphins history. But as soon as Gase came in that year, they went 10-6, and they made the playoffs. And then he got injured, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But Tannehill, when he has a good head coach, aka Gase, although I say that, but Gase has been making some terrible play calls this year. I go back to the Colts game that I saw, and he didn't give Tannehill a chance to make plays. But when he gives Tannehill a chance to make plays, Tannehill makes plays. He doesn't make them 100% of the time, but he makes them. And that's kind of like Dak. You know, people don't realize this is only his third year in the league.
Yeah.
And development takes time. Dak, 13-3 his first year. I don't remember the Cowboys record last year. What was the Cowboys record last year?
13-3, 9-7, and whatever they end up being this year. Yeah.
So, you know, these are winning records. Like you said, he's winning games and he's developing as a quarterback. You can see improvement. At least I think I can. I see improvement at Dak.
What it is I think fans generally get ungrateful, and this ain't Cowboys fans. This is fans, because I was talking to Lieutenant Dan the other day. He's my Falcons guy, and he was telling me that there are actually fans that want to get Matt Ryan up out the paint, and I'm like, people just don't understand how hard it is to find a quarterback, to find a good winning quarterback. You know, you can ask Cleveland. That's why I love Cleveland. I love Browns fans because they get it. Browns fans shut the fuck up. When they win, they just take it and just, hey man, Hopefully we go 9-7 this year. I celebrate. We'll have a parade for 10-6. You know what I'm saying? Because they get how hard it is. These other little teams, man, they get ungrateful, bro. They like if I didn't have a quarterback, I would love to have Tannehill. I would love to have Tannehill. You just got to put pieces around him properly and go from there. Like people see these Pat Mahomeses and they see these young quarterbacks getting the hot starts. It's way more Ryan Tannehills in the league than it is Pat Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? So you just can't count on your one quarterback leading the way. It's only going to be just a handful of elite guys. Everybody else are quarterbacks that you can get it done with, but it's up to your front office to fix everything else to make the shit work.
I agree. Yeah. And the Dolphins have been notorious for making terrible front office decisions. But I feel like, depending on what happens this year, I don't think we should be getting rid of Tannehill. Tannehill is he's still got a lot left in the tank. You see when you watch a Dolphins game, it's not hit like when the offense struggles, it's not him, it's the play calling.
Sure.
Sometimes he like the Colts game that I was talking about before. It was third down, and I believe we were tied, or we were up maybe by like 3, and he runs a draw play on 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 12 or something like that. And it's like, he's not giving Tannehill a chance to make a play that Tannehill has made in the past. And going back to Dak, it's like Dak has made plays. It's just that people. I don't feel like people praise Dak enough when he makes good plays, but then they're so quick to
bash him when he do bad,
to make him seem like a bad quarterback when he doesn't.
But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If you listen to hip hop, J-Rock got an album called Redemption. Last song on there.
Yep.
Win. Win. Fuck everything else. Win. That's all that matters. That's it. So appreciate you, bro. What's your name, man?
Dante.
Doppit?
Dante.
Dante. I say like bop it, pull it, skip it. Okay, cool. Dante from Miami. All right, next time you call in, you platinum, bro. You going, you know what I'm saying? You're going to the top with the rest of them. Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you giving me a chance to say my opinion, man. Have a great day.
Absolutely, man. Listen, I ain't one of these other shows that's going to be like, all right, y'all, we taking callers. Call in 515-739-1285. But we're going to break, and we're going to come back and talk about the topic and not take calls. We'll be right back. Not one of those shows. I'm not one of those shows. But like, all right, y'all, call in. The number is 515-739-1285. Access code 309-104. We got Jack in Wisconsin. What's up, Jack? 3 seconds. All right, Jack, holla at you, bro. Yeah, man, no. I listen here. I am a huge fan of perspective, I want you to make your point, then give me some background information on why you think that way. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll go, makes sense. Or, nah, I ain't fucking with that. Either way. I think I'll make this the last caller. We've been streaming for a good little bit. Let's go 307. What's happening? Who this?
Yeah, this is Patrick from New Mexico.
What up, Pat from New Mexico? What you got for the show?
All right, so I've called to make my confession, take my abuse if I need to.
Okay.
But before the season started, I had called you up. It was the first time I'd ever called you.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you that I was really worried about our defensive tackles.
Sure.
And, you told me not to worry about it. I didn't listen to you. Now, in fairness, we didn't have the human log. He wasn't even on the radar yet.
Sure.
But, you're right. Our defensive tackles, without Urban, we're playing pretty well. So I wanted to call and give you props, man. You were right.
Appreciate it, man. I'm not really eat crow guy. I'm not really call you out guy.
No, and I know that. I definitely don't get that vibe at all from you. But I think, credit is due when it's due.
My only reason for thinking that the D-line was, going to be okay, because I got faith in Rod Marinelli, man. I got so much faith in Rod Marinelli. He's the best defensive line coach of all time, in my opinion. That dude got sacks out of Jeremy Mincy. That dude got damn production out of Jack Crawford, Terrell McClain, George Selvey, some of the most right, some of the most unknown Igor Olshansky. If he had Rod Marinelli, if Igor Olshansky had Rod Marinelli, he'll be a damn Pro Bowler. I just got faith in Rod, and when Rod picked guys out, I remember in the draft when Ashawn Robinson was there, or Jerron Reed was there, those Alabama guys in the middle. He said, "Nah, I want Malik Collins. I don't want Andrew Billings. I want Malik Collins." And it made me scratch my head and say, "Why him?" And Rod is basically scheme fit. Those other guys may be more talented than Malik Collins, but Malik fits what Rod does. Boy, Rod took Malik, learned him some stuff, put him in B gap, taught him a little spin move, taught him how to pull cloth. Damn, Malik Collins is having an amazing year. Amazing year Malik Collins is having. So,
Hey, so let me ask you a question, and I'll get off the air and listen to your answer.
Mm-hmm.
But when do we re-sign, or do we re-sign? Are we going to have the money to be able to re-sign and get Anthony Brown? Or I should say keep Anthony Brown. Malik Collins, same thing. We've got some people that everybody's going to think about the DeMarcus Lawrence and Dak Prescott, maybe bringing in the safety that I really don't want to say his name. And of course Zeke is coming up, but what about the underlying guys? Do we win and do we re-sign Anthony Brown, Malik Collins? Therefore, but look, man, great show. Keep it up, and I'll listen to your answer.
Appreciate it, Pat from New Mexico. Salute, brother. So the question was that first of all, he's aware that we have some big name guys that need to be paid. First of all, will we have enough money to do it? Then what are we going to do about our smaller name guys, right? So next season, let me go ahead and shut down the phones. We're done with them. Next season, all the dead money will be off the books. Like, we still owe Miles Austin money. Whitten getting money. Tony getting money. Scandrick still getting paid somewhere. So after this year, all that dead money is off the books, and the Cowboys have $70 million in cap space. So what's going to happen here is the Cowboys are going to pay the big name guys. That's what's going to happen. Sure, they're going to get their bread. I definitely think Jalen's going to get some money. I don't think it's going to be ridiculous. I think Jalen's going to, be loyal to the faith that we had in him. I think Byron's going to get some bread. I think this is fifth-year option, by the way. Zeke has a fifth-year option. I don't know if we use it. If we re-sign Zeke, we'll sign him early. If we're not going to re-sign Zeke, we'll do fifth-year option, franchise tag, let him go. But we will have enough money. Dak Prescott's going to get paid. Cooper's definitely going to get paid. Tank's probably going to get paid. So when it comes down to the miscellaneous guys, I think we will have money for the miscellaneous guys. However, I think a lot of these older miscellaneous guys are going to be gone. Love Cole Beasley. He made some great catches for us. I don't necessarily think he's going to be there. I don't know if Jeff Heath's going to be here long term. Hell, man, Malik Collins playing so well. I don't know if Tyrone Crawford's going to be around, But I have confidence in that. This is what kind of makes me say this, right? Cowboys look at other teams' perspective in terms of paying guys, and I don't think we should, because we do things differently here. We do things differently. The Cowboys draft really, really well. I think that's the big difference there. That makes the difference. The Cowboys draft so well that we can find good players for cheap. And I still think the Cowboys are rebuilding their roster, man. If you look at where the roster was a couple years ago, Wilcox, Church, Scandrick at slot, nickel or whatever, Brandon Carr, Claiborne, Anthony Brown playing outside if he needed to. Our DBs look totally different, you know? If you look at who we had on D-line, like Terrell McClain, Jack Crawford, Jeremy Mincy, you know, D-Law was here. Like, we look totally different on D-line. Sean was hurt. You know, Rolando McClain wasn't really in it. You know, he wasn't really, you know. Anthony Hitchens was around. What's my man's name that played Sam? But he played D-line sometimes. Y'all know the guy. The one linebacker that's been here for a long time. Our linebackers look totally different because we draft well. We draft so well that we can bring in so many young guys that can play that won't cost much. That's why we got so much money. So moving forward, Kyle Wilbur, thank you, sir. Kyle Wilbur. Thank you, Kevin Arnold. Shouts out to Kevin Arnold. Kyle Wilbur. So I don't think a lot of guys get paid here. I think the big name guys get paid. But as far as everybody else, we just going to draft well and get rid of guys. Honestly. Boys, Cedric Wilson and Noah Brown and Michael Gallup, Amari Cooper. Probably even, we'll probably draft a guy, honestly. And guys like Tavon Austin, Allen Hurns, guys like Cole Beasley, Lance Lenore, Terrence Williams. That's a lot of guys that's going to be up out the paint. That's about $7 million in cap space. I won't be surprised if we draft another tight end and cut Blake Jarwin. That goes from like 6 to 7. You know? Anthony Brown, Jeff Heath may not make the final cut, but there's going to be some new nickel corner that we like. There's going to be some new safety that we like. We'll just get them up out of there, you know? I don't anticipate David Irvin being a part of this team. Like, he'll be here for this playoff run because we'll need him. But I don't think David Irvin's gonna be around next year, you know? That's another however much, you know? Who else can we just cut right now? Just, you know. I think there's a lot of those wide receivers going to be going. Yeah, it's just a lot of space. That's a lot of space. A lot of those D tackles that's just hanging around, man. We can get guys and just fill in D tackles, man. So we'll be fine. We'll have space. The residual players. I think we're gonna play a big game of hardball. We're gonna put a dollar amount in their face, and if they cool with it, they cool. If not, I think the Cowboys are gonna be fine with moving on. Don't worry about Malik Collins trying to hold us hostage, because if he do, we'll just cut him and go draft another 3-tech that gets upfield and B gap and be done with it. Anthony Brown probably won't hold us hostage. Jalen Smith shouldn't hold us hostage. Out of respect, Dak shouldn't hold us hostage. So, I don't know. We'll cross that road whenever we get there. Anyway, Voch, how good would it be to have Quentin Williams on this team? Drew, come on, man. Come on, man. Man, you know how much weed gonna have to fall out of Quentin Williams' pocket at the combine just for him to fall to 15th? That man got to be Pablo Escobar to fall to Dallas, man. Come on now. Quentin Williams the best player in the draft, in my opinion, man. Nah. Quentin ain't going to make it. How long is Marinelli going to keep coaching us? Shit, this might be his last year. Shit. This might be. Anyway, let's wrap this thing up. Andrew says, slip him some weed. I don't think some weed is enough weed. I don't think some weed is enough weed. You're gonna have to find a couple of acres registered in Quentin Williams' name to have weed to catch that much weed on him. But anyway, I'm getting up out of here, man. Hey, it's been fun. Appreciate y'all. Big hug, salute. Let me Dak's pocket presence is fine. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. It may not be as good as Drew Brees', but it probably ain't gonna be good as Drew Brees'. It'll get better. Let's take a look at the super chats, man. Get back on these super chats before I leave. Amaro Terrazas dropped the 5 in the super chat. Let me know he got the hoodie. Salute to you, sir. Dennis DeLeon dropped the deuce, and Shrimp Bayless dropped the 5. And he dropped the 5 in the super chat to show his love for the Jabari. I'll see y'all Sunday. I'll be doing a live stream. FYI, I'm doing a live stream for the Colts game. And I think I'm doing one for the Buccaneers game. Not doing one for the Giants game. Holiday shit and all that. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. It's been dope. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski. The Peasky Whiskey is free. Thanks everybody for supporting. Thanks everybody that's picked up a shirt. That's my line. That's the new line that we got right now. The link to the shop is in the description if you want a shirt. If you want a hoodie, I'll drop the link in the chat box. Entrepreneur Voch appreciates y'all. I appreciate everything that y'all do. The super chats, the PayPals, the Patreons, the merch, the views, even the likes, man. Everything y'all do for me, I greatly appreciate it. All right? So with that being said, man, Peasky Whiskey is free. Dose. Salute. Holla at y'all. Kumite. John Wick. Gone.